go. And you to bang away. To your mama, where you could daddy band you could run. Banasi, the kid, bang away, go.
La foka manyeka bang ne faralanka zo. Wachirika zo. Moi. Nanda lanya yela. Wonya yela. Utulka yeda shebang. Uyo. Woyo. Woyo yo. Manate mane bolo kanto maboyela manoko kana. Manate me. No voy a abrazar con tu mapoya no kukana. La foka manda shir kunya kabang ne faral wo shirka zo. Boy. Twamazungo manyala la fuye. Amazungo banyuma katarga, katarga. Yezungo manyala la fuye. Twamazungo banyuma katarga. Bekatarga, woi, woi, woi.
I'm sorry. After only say only baby sorry.
They call it Africa. We call it home. Africa. They call it Africa. We call it home. African in a bansabatumba. We call it home. African in a bansabatumba. Oh, oh, oh. We call it home. God bless my motherland, Africa. Land so rich, black heritage. So good, oh, delicate, no one can take it from me. I'm in love with Africa. So good, oh, delicate, no one can take it from me. I'm in love with Africa. We born in Africa, eh, Africa, oh. We call it home. African in a bansabatumba. We call it home. African in a bansabatumba. Oh, 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 we call it home. Africa. We call it home. Like it's beautiful, everybody loves. We are beautiful people, you can't deny it. Oh, oh, oh. African woman, the best woman. African man, the best man. African woman, the best woman. African man, the best man. We born in Africa, eh, Africa, oh. We call it home, Africa.
So you call Africa home?
We call it Africa.
Do you love Africa?
We call it home. African in a bansabatumba. We call it home. African in a bansabatumba. Oh, 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 we call it home, Africa. We born in Africa, eh, Africa, oh. We call it home, Africa. We call it Africa. We call it home. African in a bansabatumba. We call it home. African in a bansabatumba. Oh, 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 we call it home, Africa.
I love Africa. Do you love Africa?
We call it home, Africa.
Thank you.
Put your hands together for Majid. Now, I'm sure you remember Majid from Mentor 7. Wonderful song. You got a full album ready?
Yeah, the full album is ready.
So when are you releasing it?
Actually, we'll be releasing the album, but We need promoters on board. We'll finish with everything, like videos. Some of the videos are actually ready, but we need promoters, somebody who will promote the product. And I'm very sure what you just watched shows that we are really ready for Grammys.
When you say, oh, Grammys, I see. Not Afriman or VGMA. We're talking Grammys. Put your hands together for Majid. And Majid, thank you very much. Majid says he needs a producer to bankroll the project so it comes out there. But welcome to GMB 2018. This is the live. Tonight will be a very final eviction. We're pushing our final four to the top. One of the ladies will say bye-bye to us, and that will be the end of the journey for her. But you got a chance to vote now. 1413 is the short code. My name is Johnny Hughes, and thank you very much. We're in for a big fat ride. Tell you what, tonight the ladies are going to be talking about the kind of men they would want to hang out with, perhaps settle down with. But during the week, I was not so excited because even though we celebrated International Men's Day, that very same day was World Toilet Day. I wonder why the UN decided to pair World Toilet Day and International Men's Day. Let's go straight to the judges. I'll start with Benny. Belated Happy Men's Day to you. And how did you feel when the World Toilet Day coincided with our very special day?
Well, good evening. I didn't realize that we were paired up with the World's Toilet Day.
Maybe they want us to help with the sanitation drive.
You've totally caught me off guard, to be honest. I don't know what to say. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much.
What are we expecting tonight? The ladies are going to be talking about the kind of men they'd want to settle down with. Based on their culture and traditions and their experiences, what are you expecting tonight?
I'm expecting all of them to say that I'm the model man that they'd like to settle with. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
I see. Aunt Linda, good evening to you.
Good evening.
How's the week been for you?
Hectic.
Hectic? Okay. Tonight, you've seen it. You've heard it. You've been there. And you have a lot of experience. The ladies are going to be choosing their kind of men they want to settle down with. What do you want to hear?
You know, fortunately and unfortunately, women are usually attracted to the kinds of men they have seen growing up.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that they've seen good men and be attracted to them. Growing up, I mean.
Right, and judges, Judge Benny Asha is a lecturer at the University of Professional Studies, University of Ghana, UPSA, Accra, and is also a communications expert. And Linda Ampa is the CEO of Cuddling Fashions. Let's put our hands together for our judges. Great. Thank you to Heaven Black Mosquito Coil and Insecticide Spray, Stop Malaria, Kumuntuntum Team, Ideal Milk, your creamy, nutritious breakfast partner, Ghana's favorite milk. Feco Spray Starch says the best is here. Feco Spray Starch gives you and your clothes that crispy, refreshing look and leaves you and your clothes with a super fresh scent all day long. Feco Spray Starch says look sharp. Bond Savings and Loans PLC, your CIMG Savings and Loans Company of the Year, and also won the Best Outdoor Advert for the year. Camel Antiseptic cleans, cares, and protects for healthy skin. Camel says the first runner-up and the winner will go on to Dubai. Gets it a Camel Buy and Fly promo, and which is big. Casapreco Carnival, the pleasure is yours. And a mackerel and sardines, a yede soko. GTP is still timeless, and all our judges and all our contestants and my good self wearing something special from Grandpa. Going to be wearing something special. Vitamilk, a meal on its own. Onga tablet and seasoning. Mama's helping hand. And we're also talking about GTP, still timeless. The Ghana Tourism Authorities. Hashtag See Ghana, Eat Ghana, and Wear Ghana, Feel Ghana as well. Adonko bitters made with natural herbs. Nesco for Blood Tonic. The Bad Booster from Ernest Chemist. Luxy Paint, Paint Mood Champion. Lily Rice, Tasty Food, Healthy Family. Number 8, Exotic. Number 8, You Do All. Snappy Snack on the Go. Citrus C, discover the goodness of vitamin C. Holy Trinity Spa and Health Farm in Sogakope, West Africa's finest. And that's where you get all your relaxation to get you rejuvenated for a hard-working week. Davis Palace, Jolu, and East Legon for all your gym, spa, and treatment, they say, where everyone is a VIP. When we come back from the break, we'll get straight into the games, as I like to call them tonight. The ladies will be telling us what kinds of men they would like to hang out with if they grow up. Remember, there's a cash prize, there's a crown, there's a bragging right, and everything in between. Thank you to Nai Opei Labi, Ewutu Osai Krodua, the Jasi Hene of Adonting Division, Ewutu Breku, father of Tewa here. Nai, thank you very much for coming. Nai Kweku Aqua, Ewutu Osai Krodua is also here. Nai, thank you very much for coming. Nana Elliot Ofosu Apia is Imrante Hene of Jumapo. Nana, thank you very much for coming. Honorable Dr. Nana Chum Ajiman is Jasi Hene of Jumapo. Thank you, Doc. Safo Isaac is a Catholic is here. Safo, thank you very much. And Honorable Yadom Boach is MP for Techiman South. Honorable, thank you very much for coming. Okay, so you know that the Bonahafo region is represented. The MPs are here. Interesting. We'll take a break. When we return, the show gets on the road. Stay with us. This is GMB2018. We'll be right back. Welcome back and thank you very much indeed. We're set to rock and roll, and this is Ghana's Most Beautiful 2018. It's the very final eviction. There will be one more show perhaps next week, and then on the 9th of December, we'll all converge at the National Theatre for the grand finale. It's going to be exciting, I tell you what. But you've got a power to decide who goes on to the final. 1413 is the magic number. And if you download the GMB application on your Google Play Store, perhaps you get a chance to vote some more in bulk and make sure that you're pushing up your favorite contestant to the top. As I told you earlier, our ladies tonight will be talking about the kind of men they would like to settle down with or not. Tonight, we will also gift our highest texter. And so if you have not started texting yet, you may want to intensify your texts because it's actually very important. I promised you that we'll go back to the reality complex. Am I standing by to speak with the ladies? 1, 2, 3, Amma, take it over now.
All right, thank you once again, Johnny. So tonight's show promises to be nothing short of an amazing show. Afra is standing by, and Wekia is also standing by. Wekia, you are our first contestant tonight. What should we expect from you?
The very best, and I pray that God speaks through me.
All right, Afra. Ohima Afra, as God is speaking through Wekia, is God speaking through you as well?
Sure.
Okay, Wekia, I'm going to release you now to go prepare, psych yourself well. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to the Gem Clothiers for my beautiful outfit, and also to GTP. Wekia, go upstage. We're waiting for you. And also to Davis Palace for my beautiful hair and makeup. Johnny, Wekia is coming all the way to you.
I'm ready to receive Wekia. Wekia will start us off tonight. She's talking about a subject that she thinks is overrated, marriage. She thinks that marriage is overrated because she's had 2 disappointments in succession, perhaps what they call broken-heartedness. And she thinks that, well, because the men didn't understand her ambitions and her big ambitions, and she doesn't think that, well, you know, you can't be holding on to all your goals and still trying to please a man. From the Upper East region, I beg your pardon, Finest Vogue, Davis Palace, Beyond Creations, put your hands together, make some noise. Welcome, Wekia.
My name is Wekia, and I am a Ghanaian. I have an ambition to affect change in our society positively. I want to put smiles on the faces of the needy. I want to give hope to the sick in my society. I want to help build schools, hospitals, and create employment for the youth. But the institution called marriage and its participants called a husband says, I am too ambitious. He says, I work too hard. He says, I want to grow to compete with him. For these reasons, I had to leave 2 relationships which almost resulted into marriage. Should I have stayed and shut my dreams? No. Marriage is for better, for worse, between a man and a woman. But unfortunately, my relationships never resulted into that. By tradition and modern standards, Marriage is a sacred institution within which a man and a woman share their love, their lives, ambitions, procreate, and support each other economically and socially. Due to the roles traditionally assumed by women in marriages, which is prioritizing the home management over any other ambitions, men have become used to the idea of letting their wives have a backseat and just serve as a support base to them. But does it have to be so? No. Is it a crime for a woman to be ambitious? Can't couples create a balanced environment in which both husbands and wives would collectively pursue various ambitions and still maintain a home? In my situation, I was tagged as arrogant, disrespectful, worldly, and competitive when my fiancé was concerned. My heart bleeds for the many ladies to whom which relationships and marriage have denied the opportunity to pursue their dreams. Society believes and encourages men to be successful by following their passion, whilst we women serve as a support base to them. Overspending on weddings and flirting on social media is the order of the day. People want to marry just to overspend on weddings, take pictures, upload on social media, and to be tagged as best couple. Auntie Linda, is that what marriage truly stands for? I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a woman of substance. Why does society point hands at single women in their 30s and finds nothing wrong with a man in his 50s? Why do people ask a fresh tertiary graduate, Akosia, when do you want to get married? When are you getting married? And not, what are your ambitions? If you are a single lady and you are not married, you don't need to bother. That shouldn't stop you. It shouldn't stop you from pursuing your dreams and ambitions. After all, we have single women who are doing great for themselves and their countries. Her Excellency, the President of Croatia, and the former President of Liberia, Madam Helen Johnson Sirleaf. I can go on and on and on, but I do not want to bore you with names. It is high time men begin to respect, support, and encourage women with great ambitions. It is high time society understands that marriage does not define success, but success defines a perfect marriage. A true and perfect relationship is when both support each other's dreams and ambitions. In the year 2016, during the American election, Michelle Obama made a statement, and I quote, "When they go low, we go high," unquote. My ladies in the house, when I say when they go low, you go up to me and say, "We go high." When they go low, when they go low. But I would say, when our men refuses to support us, we will strive to the top. Thank you.
All right. When they go low, when they go low, when they go low, and they say bobo le bobo. All right, let's go to the judges now.
Welcome back, work here.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to see you. I love your clothing and your presentation. There's always an elegance around you. That's good.
Thank you.
You make certain sweeping statements. I think they're sweeping generalizations that leave me no choice but to ask you these. So you say men have been used to the idea that wives should take the back seat. I don't have that idea.
No, men have become used to the idea.
Sorry?
Men have become used to that idea.
I'm telling you, I haven't become used to that idea.
Some men.
Exactly. So be specific. Don't bundle me up with these men. And also you say that, how about those that have, you say that some women have had to put away their ambitions in order to support their husbands, and to their detriment. I suppose that's what you meant. But there are also women that have achieved their ambitions with the support of good men. True?
True. But what
Okay.
I meant was, traditionally, men want our women to stay back and not pursue their
But that's
ambitions.
sweeping. That's a sweeping statement. Men, and I'm telling you, I'm not that kind of man. All right? Johnny, are you that type of man? Are you that type of man that wants your wife to be tucked away in the background and you shine out? I'm asking you, John.
You're going high.
All right, okay. Well,
You're going
in that
high.
case, but be careful about sweeping statements, okay? Because not all men are the way you perceive them. So qualify your statements with
you.
some, most, and so on and so forth.
Thank you.
That's that. But
After two broken hearts, she will have to punch your heart.
has she considered? Perhaps it's her fault that day.
She's going high.
Perhaps she broke their hearts. Who knows?
Anyway, Angelina,
Thank you
let's
very
hear
much.
from you.
So it's obvious that Benny is not your typical Ghanaian man, because Wikia is talking from a context of a Ghanaian society. And typically, that is what we are raised. And interestingly, it's the women who raised these men. We raise the men to become like that. And it is true. I agree with you 100%. So you see, on this platform, you are marketing yourself. Benny, I see, is also marketing himself. But, so tell me, what kind of man are you looking for?
Okay. I want a man who would compliment my efforts and have the patience to correct my flaws. For example, if I don't know how to cook, I may be good in terms of business. So that man should be able to compliment my effort and teach me how to cook. That's the kind of man I want.
Well said. That's a good woman. You know what you want, and I like that.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to Wekia. Thank you. 1413 is the short code, and you get a chance to vote and make sure that she is on to win it. We're going on now to our next contestant. Sam's Collections has put her clothing together. Davis Palace and Beyond Creations, making sure that she's looking spectacular for tonight. And based on the last question, we're going on to another subject where our next contestant has to arrange the following attributes of a man in the order of importance, considering the man for a suitable future partner. And usually if you ask the young ladies, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a tall, dark, handsome, rich, plenty attributes. But in this scenario, she's going to be talking about the wealthy partner, or the educated partner, or the faithful partner, God-fearing, hardworking, and even better, the caring and romantic one. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome Abena from the Eastern region.
Nananom ne nimpenyefo ejanom ne nanom enuanom ne adofa mo ehye mu hande mo hwe mu ofie honorable judges me pamacho me chiamo enyumna idie mu nina mu ye me student, so let's start everything all over. Good evening. Dr. Harrison won't make it to your class this evening, and so I'm taking over. My name is Madam Abna, and I'm your TA for tonight. My dear, can you please sit so I can start my class? Thank you. Our topic is on relationship, with some great questions like, what kind of man are you? Ladies, what attributes do you look out for in a man? These are some attributes of men: wealthy, educated, faithful, God-fearing, hardworking, caring, and romantic. And I'll be arranging these attributes in order of importance in considering a man for a suitable future partner. In my views, kindly take your notebooks and arrange these attributes in order of preference in considering a man for your future partner. And I'll be inspecting that after class. But let me give you my views. First, I will place God-fearing man to be my number one attribute I'll look out for in a man. Do you know why? Having a God-fearing man is a key. Remember, the beginning of wisdom is God-fearing. The creator of marriage himself said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all other things shall be added unto you." A God-fearing man is faithful to his wife. He values and appreciates his wife and his family. He is hardworking because he mostly follows the principles of his religion. These are the qualities I look out for in a man. So, God-fearing is my number one on my list. Now, let's move on. Second is an educated man. Number two, educated man. You see, being educated is far more than learning facts in school subjects. An educated man has the breadth of understanding. He understands, enjoys, and improves the world in which he lives in and in which his children live. His interests are broader and deeper than those of an uneducated man. His level of insecurity is low as compared to an uneducated man. You see, he has learned to be a good father and a good husband. He speaks correctly and modestly. And this is one of the attributes I look out for. An educated man. Now let's move on. Hardworking. Number three, hardworking. You see, there is a new study that reveals a secret that a happy marriage can be resulted from a hardworking husband. Hardworking is the measure of how successful a man will become. I will put that as my number three priority when I'm arranging these attributes. Why? Because hardworking men wants to secure their family life by earning more money every day. And that one is very necessary. Now, number four is caring and romantic men. You see, men who are romantic always let you know your stand. They don't hesitate to let you know how they feel about you. No, it might seem too good at first, but when you get used to it, you'll be wondering why you ever tolerated this BS game and confusion guys. They care about you and they show it. They appreciate the little things you do. They enjoy putting a smile on your face and they make you feel appreciated in their life. Number five, I'll give it to faithful men. You see, a faithful man is a trustworthy man and reliable man. But the question is, do we have faithful men? Yes. Oh, yes, we do. I agree with you. But I believe faithful men, God-fearing men, are mostly faithful. Or what do you think? Yeah, men who are not God-fearing are not likely to be faithful. So me checking the probabilities of faithful men nowadays, I was so scared, so I decided to place it on number 5 because I'm scared to be disappointed at the end. I don't know for you, so please arrange yours. I'll be asking you after class. So, finally, last on my preference is a wealthy man. I know most of you will be wondering why I chose to put a wealthy man on my last on my list. Being with a wealthy man would be amazing. Yes, very true, because they can provide you with your needs. And mostly they prefer their wife being at home to work. But I would love to work. I want to be a self-reliable and independent woman. I wouldn't like to depend much on my husband. So I would put wealthy man at the bottom. I don't know for you. This is where we will draw the curtains, but submit your notebook or your piece of papers for me to go through. We don't have much time, so we will discuss that on our next meeting. But let me add this to body man. You see, aside your man being able to provide you with your needs, how happy would you be if he is not faithful, he's not caring, he's not God-fearing? How happy will you be in the marriage? So you should think about that when you are arranging your attributes. This is where we'll bring our class one end. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll go on now to our judges. When I get closer, great. Go now to our judges. Auntie Linda.
Hello, Abuna.
Hello.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Would you be willing to rearrange this in order of preference?
On the board.
Yes. I'm just wondering. Okay. Or this is just the way it has to be for you?
I think let me indicate numbers on it.
No. I know the numbers. I'm saying that if you met a man today who does not fall in the order you have arranged, would you be willing to rearrange?
No.
I see. I can't wait to hear what Benny has to say.
Ajigong.
Well, I suppose on that question, time will tell. When you get to that point. You look elegant, as always, which is good. You made it. Your last statement was something in the region of how happy will you be with a wealthy man who isn't faithful, right?
Yes.
I ask you, how happy will you be with a God-fearing man who isn't faithful? Are there God-fearing people, men that aren't faithful?
Yes.
Are there?
God-fearing man is faithful.
No, I'm not giving it to you. No, let me finish. All right, so I'm just trying to draw your mind to a certain point. That you put God-fearing at the top.
Yes.
But we know, if there's anything we know that there are God-fearing people. I mean, last week there was a video where somebody was accosted for not being so as God-fearing as he claimed to be. So, in the same vein that you're saying somebody can be wealthy and not faithful, somebody can be God-fearing and not faithful. It does happen.
Yes, but I made it clear that the probability of you finding a faithful man is quite low. I'm not saying you're not having faithful men, but you finding them is quite difficult.
Well, I'll give it to Aunt Linda then.
Thank you. There are pastors who see the work they do as professions, so they are not necessarily God-fearing. So there's a difference between a pastor or a reverend minister or a Christian and a God-fearing man. That's a big difference. Yes, you can.
Okay. Now, to counter that, would you say David was a God-fearing man?
Yes, but he was growing in the Lord. Do you understand? You see, when you reach a certain level of your faith.
Please quote a Bible. Quote a verse. Quote a verse.
David clearly was growing in his faith. He was a God-fearing man. So you see that he was also the type who always recognized his faults. He will quickly go to the Lord. No, it's not. There's a big difference. Anyway, we'll have to continue the show.
All right, we'll continue the show. Thank you, Abena. You look fantastic as always. And 1413 is the short code. So keep your votes coming in. Tonight is the very final eviction. We will leave 4 ladies in a house and we'll decide which one of them gets the car, the cash, the crown, and the bragging rights, all the networking opportunities available for them. But pack your bags because Camel says they're taking you and your partner to Dubai. Yes. Buy any Camel or Carax products with a scratch panel, scratch and reveal a code and text the code to 1393 free of charge to enter the draw. Every single week, one lucky winner will be selected with an all-expense paid trip to and from Dubai. Courtesy the Camel Buy and Fly promo. You get hampers and airtime, lots of it as well to use. Every week, be one of the lucky partners. The Camel Buy and Fly promo to Dubai is Bay. Camel cleans, cares, and protects for healthy skin. Mirror gives you more. From now to the end of the contest, your favorite weekend paper, The Mirror, is offering you a fantastic opportunity to win great prizes anytime you buy copies of the Mirror newspaper. Just answer simple questions on the Ghana's most beautiful pageant and send your answers to our WhatsApp line 055-250-1565. That's 055-250-1565. Or drop your coupons at any of the graphic offices nationwide to enter the draw to win amazing prizes every week. The Mirror is Ghana's most popular weekly since 1953. And I've got a lot of tweets about my dress. Tonight is by Grandpa, as always. Grandpa is at Dansaman Runabout 020-985-6596. That's 020-985-5696. Call him right now. We'll take a break. When we return, I'm sure we'll land somewhere in the Ashanti region. Or maybe not after the break. Welcome back and thank you very much indeed. You've seen two of our ladies, three more coming up on your show. 1413 is the magic code, and you know tonight is eviction night. We're gunning ourselves and getting ready for the grand finale at the National Theatre. It's going to be lively, lovely, and bubbly. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, rush for it. TV3, Airport Shell, and all the places around, you can get it. For only 50 Ghana cedis, you get a chance to join us to witness who gets crowned as Ghana's most beautiful woman, not just in beauty and fashion and style, but also one who will redefine beauty to promote national unity and to tell you actually what life is all about. Thank you to Heaven Black Mosquito Coil and Insecticide Spray, Stop Malaria, Ekum Tuntum Team, Ideal Milk, your creamy, nutritious breakfast partner, Ghana's favorite milk. Feco Spray Starch, the best is here. Feco Spray Starch says it gives your clothes that crispy, refreshing look and leaves your clothes with a super fresh scent all day long. Feco Spray Starch says look sharp. Bond Savings and Loans PLC, CIMG Savings and Loans Company of the Year for the second time. And also, they won the best outdoor advert for the year. You can't get it wrong with Bond Savings and Loans. Camel Antiseptic cleans, cares, and protects for healthy skin. Deluxe Paint, Paint Mood Champion, Lily Rice, Tasty Food, Happy Family. Number 8, Exotic Snack. Number 8, You Do All. Snappy Snack on the Go. Citro C, discover the goodness of vitamin C. Holy Trinity Spa and Health Farm, your holistic health sanctuary. Davis Palace says, where everyone is a VIP. And Go Securities Limited, your best security solutions. Now, let's go to the Ashanti region. We're going on to Afrada, clothed by Morel GH, Davis Palace, and Beyond Creations. She is a regional queen who has been invited back to her hometown to a single ladies function. And she's been asked to talk about relationships. She makes a case for going for faithful man as the most important attribute. She cites the stories and the dangers, most importantly, of unprotected sex or having children out of wedlock, leading to broken homes with statistics on teenage pregnancy, etc. How does she handle a question from a lady in the audience who pushes her to the wall and asks her, Miss GMB, a faithful man who can find? Where can we find the faithful man? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome Afra from the Ashanti region.
Thank you. Wow. It feels good to be home. There is no place like home. Thank you very much for inviting me today to share with you some thoughts on relationship. And dear, say choose right. No much to say, act right. Choose right. In the Bible, the ancient Hebrews had more than one wives. In certain cultures also, it is allowed for multiple marriages. Muslim men have little or no restrictions when it comes to the number of wives they can have. For Christians, it is considered immoral and improper for someone married to have more than one sexual partner. Faithfulness in a relationship is a rule that is violated frequently, sometimes creating a public scandal, broken home, which leads to a lot of social problems, including armed robbery, streetism, mental disorder, and especially teenage pregnancy, which is repeatedly becoming a problem for you and I. This is evident in the report given by Ghana Health Service, stating that a total of about 8,873 teenage pregnancies were recorded from January to June in this year, with 192 of the girls being under 15 years. Majority of these issues are caused as a result of one person's unfaithfulness and irresponsibility in a marriage. That is why I am here today, to challenge and motivate you all to choose right and act right. Do yourself a favor and find a faithful man. Do you have a question? Okay, you can go.
Miss Afra.
Yes, dear.
Mary saying, dear, all they do is to treat you and discharge you. They just jump from one lady to the other. It's a potro. I am ready to choose right. But these days, it is so difficult to find a faithful man. How do you find a faithful man in this day and age, Miss Afra? Thank you.
Well, men have an understandable tendency to lie about doing things everyone agrees is wrong. Still, studies by Kinsey, Masters, and Johnson indicated that 50% of men are faithful to their wives. However, or clearly, men remain faithful to their wives over the course of a long marriage. This is why I am saying that men are faithful to their wives. Now, you can only know if a man is faithful through their characteristics. And these are some of the characteristics of a faithful man. They honor and respect women. A faithful man will not treat a woman like he is superior to her. He will understand her opinions and differences. A faithful man will always honor women and take care of them as good as possible. No physical or verbal harassment. And then also always want to make their loved ones happy. A faithful man controls emotion. Men may be easily upset when their ego is touched, but traits of faithful men are able to control their emotions and not make it explosive when they are angry. They know which words to choose when angry and choose to channel or choose to do something positive to channel that character or that emotion in order to make their loved ones happy. He is not the type of guy who likes to try. A faithful man have a sense of taste and believe in choices. He is not the type that likes to try or satisfy his curiosity and taste over a woman he just met. Not because he is curious or because he doesn't believe or love his wife, but because he understands God. And also, one thing that we should also know is that a man's faithfulness can never be predicted upon any other thing other than the faithfulness of God. The attributes are many, and so emrenti, medi besiha. But my dear ladies, if you find all these attributes in a man, then don't forget that you have just found the faithful man. It doesn't end there. You also have to act right in a way to give him reason to always be faithful to you. Choose right. Choose right. Thank you.
Choose right, act right. And that's our queen there. Judge Benny, let's start with you.
Welcome back, Afra.
Thank you.
When you started, well, faithfulness, I'm tempted to ask you what you mean by the word faithfulness. It seems to me that you were talking about sort of, fidelity in marriage, sort of the non-cheating husband, right? So sexual faithfulness. Is that what you're...
I was talking about the characteristics of a faithful man. I seen the characteristics, what they possess or what they portray.
Okay, so you're not limiting it to just sexual fidelity?
No, please. I was limiting it to... I was talking about their ways, what they do, faithful men.
Okay. You lost me a bit at some point as to exactly what you meant, because I sort of came with you along the line of, you were talking about don't cheat on your wife. So this is your definition of faithfulness. And then it sort of went off into all kinds of things that you lost me a bit, to be honest. And maybe it's my fault, but just so you know that I got a bit lost at some point in there.
Okay, Judge Linda.
Yes, I will have to agree with Benny. I was also a bit lost.
Okay.
But I am guessing that you're talking about faithful to you totally, not just sexual faithfulness.
Yes, please.
Okay, so loyalty and all of that.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you tell me the man you're looking for.
I want a faithful man. And then a hard-working man as well. Someone who is faithful and hard-working.
But how would you know if the man is faithful?
Through the characteristics I mentioned, the few I mentioned.
But if you're not married to him, you can't see all those things. So tell me again.
During the process of dating, definitely, you might not know everything about him, but you know little that you think will convince you to go into a marriage.
Like what? I'm curious.
Like what I said, that a faithful man, he will control his emotions. He will not just get angry at you. Sometimes it's good, he can get angry, but then he knows how to channel his anger whenever he's angry.
And that's a faithful man.
That are some of his characteristics. And he is someone who remains faithful to his partner, as I said too.
Why hear me, Mom?
Sir.
Papa.
Linda.
Yes, darling.
Sir, Mayura.
Why hear me cry?
Me funny be a man.
Mami.
Okay. As I was saying, that I want a hardworking and a faithful man. And you ask how I'll be able to know whether this man is faithful. And I indicated that when you are dating, some of the characteristics that he portrays to you will make you know how faithful he is.
And before the who's will be a faithful, but I'm a bit confused. And I want to make a question as you want.
Point now, but faithfulness is not all about the sexual aspect as we are saying, but their characteristics. And as a nisu by any nisu said you will sit here, send you bufua or tone a boasema until.
Okay. Audience, has she been faithful to you? Okay, pick up your phone now and vote. Afra, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
For a moment, I got the feeling Afra was describing for us her faithful boyfriend at home. Yeah, for a moment. Yeah, but anyway, let's move on to our next contestant, our fourth for tonight. And Tewa visits a friend at home. Now, this friend who visits Tewa at home is 1 month pregnant. She's being pressurized by her parents and a boyfriend to marry this man, even though she says she's not ready. Now, she maintains that it was a mistake. She doesn't have love for this gentleman, and that she rather prefers a childhood sweetheart who's furthering his education abroad. And so, he has already sent a promissory ring, and she would rather stick with this man who is out there than this man who has made her pregnant as being forced to marry her. How best can Tewa convince this friend of hers to make the very right choice? Tonight, she's been clothed by Dash Fashions, Davis Palace, and Beyond Creations. She comes on from the Citadel of Education, the Central Region. I'm sure we can put our hands together, make some noise, and push it up there for Tewa from the Central Region.
Hey, Jifa will not come. Or she has forgotten that I'm going out.
Knock.
Yes.
Hey!
Hey, Mama girl.
Sister girl.
Mama girl.
Sister girl.
Hey! Eya benami afise agbeye ma. This is the life, Ampa. Bagasam na why with the damna.
Oh, look at you.
It's Fred in Ghana. Fred has come right. Hey, Mom 360 na measure. No way, you are looking so fly.
Thank you.
Hey, Jifa, sit down. Can I offer you some water?
No, I'm okay.
But Jifa, look at how I'm all over you. What is wrong? Why this face? Why this facial look? Why? What is happening? Hey, Jifa, you remember last 3 days you were telling me that you have some important thing you want to tell me. What is it about?
So I'm pregnant.
We were just 20 minutes to go.
I'm pregnant.
No, what do you mean by that? Pregnant for? You said Fred is not in Ghana. So whom are you pregnant for?
So I'm pregnant, but it's not for Fred. It was just a one-stand something, and the parents want me to get married to this guy, but I don't love him.
Hey, Jifa, I don't understand you. You are pregnant. How many months pregnant?
1.
1. Jifa, what happened to your integrity, your dignity as a woman? Have you forgotten your RME lessons on chastity? What happened? Mosh Moma, as educated as you are, at least you could have protected yourself.
It was just a one-stand.
How? One stand? How? Hey, this is very serious. Oh, listen. All hope is not lost. Ma, it's even funny. So tell me, what degrees did you give him? Is it 360? Is it 180? Is it 90 degrees? Tell me, you are laughing. This is not funny at all. Hey, Jifa, as I said earlier on, all hope is not lost at all. So what is the next move? What do we do? How can we solve this issue?
So I want to abort it.
Hey! You want to abort? Count Sewa out of the scene.
Oh.
Do you know the implications of abortion? Let me tell you, I'm a midwife. Now, abortion can lead to profuse bleeding. It can lead to damage and perforation of the uterine lining. It can lead to various forms of infection. As though that is not enough, according to the World Health Organization, unsafe abortion has led to 70,000 maternal mortality annually, which is also responsible for about 5 million women suffering from permanent or temporal disability. Do you want to contribute to this negative statistics? Is that what you want?
So why you are scaring me? Oh.
No, I'm not scaring you. That is not far from that. But this is the absolute reality. It is about time you came to the realization that this is the situation. So how best do we go about it? I know that's why you are here. But then you have to think. Put your thinking caps on. Abortion is out of the scene. Remember that baby. This baby is innocent. This baby is not a mistake, as you are telling me. Because remember, what if this is the only chance God has given you to deliver? What if you go for this abortion and then you die? What happened? Your facial look alone tells me that you are not convinced. You want to go and abort. Remember that this can exert a crippling toll on your humanity. And you will live your entire life feeling so guilty about what you have done. Think. With abortion, Tewa is out. But remember, she's a midwife. You will push this baby out on the 9th month. Remember, we are starting antenatal tomorrow. You've heard me. Did I also hear you say that, Mr. I don't love you and the mother are pressuring you to marry?
Yes, but I don't want to marry him.
Come here. No, stop these childish things. Literally, it is not prudent to make a hasty decision in time or in a state of dilemma. So what I would tell you is that relax
and make your own decision. This situation should not lead you to go and then end up in any marriage that will lead to divorce in the near future. These are some of the things that our parents will advise us that we should go and then marry, and later on it leads to abortion. It leads to divorce. But what I have to tell you again is that as ladies, we all have our qualities we look out for in a man in order to get married to. And so we take Mr. I don't love you and Fred. Listen. When you take Mr. I don't love you and Fred, which of them do you think that loves you so much? Which of them do you think that will stand by you in times of trouble? Which of them do you think that will look beyond your weaknesses and then will appreciate who you are? Which of them do you think that will honor you as a woman? Which of them? These are the very things that you should think about, not just about I don't love him and then you end it there. Remember the good book says in Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22 and 25, it says that husbands, love your wives, and wives, submit yourselves to your husband. So all you need to do is for you to submit yourself to a husband, not you necessarily loving a man. Of course, you need an iota of love for a man, but for a lady, all you need is a spirit of submission. And trust me, this love will grow with time. Do you know what I'm telling you? I want you to think. I'm not making a decision for you, but then go and think about it, brood on it, and then know that this is what I want to do so that in the near future, you don't regret because this baby will not be aborted. It's Mamekana. Are you hearing me right?
Yes.
Yes. And with Fred, he has given you promise ring. Promise ring is not akin to engagement ring or wedding ring. A lot of ladies will accept promise ring and then later on it will lead to frustration. No, this is not what we are asking our ladies to do. When they give you promise ring, it is not all about it. It is not heaven. But then you look out at this man, this man, these are some of the things you should look out for in a man. And so, ladies, if you cannot abstain from sex, if you cannot control your feeling, then the ultimate is abstinence. Let us abstain from sex and to say no to unsafe abortion to save our very own lives.
All right. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, get closer to me. Charge Lena, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts. So your advice to young women is good. Abortion, against abortion and all of that. However, I thought you were supposed to talk about the kind of man and all of that. But one sentence you threw out that really caught me off guard was all she needs as a woman is to submit. That's all she needs to be able to marry or to be married. Can you please clarify that?
Okay. I quoted a scripture. Immediately I made that statement in Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22 to 25. And I said that the Bible says women, we should submit ourselves to our husbands and our husbands should love us. And so as a woman, though you need an iota of love for your man, there are some I also said that there are some qualities that we are looking out for in a man to say this man is an ideal one for me. But then all you need is to submit yourself, because if you're a woman and then you think you love a man so much that you don't have the spirit of submission, you can end up in that marriage and then later on you realize that because you can't submit, the marriage will lead to divorce. And so what you need to do is to have that spirit of submission, and then the love will grow, because if you submit, your husband will definitely love you.
But
and
that is in a marriage. Do you understand? That scripture is talking about marriage. This one is not marriage. She's pregnant. And now she has to choose between the man she doesn't love and her boyfriend, Fred, who we don't even know whether he's going to accept this girl or not, because she's pregnant with another man, right? With another, somebody else's child. But so I want us to be clear that the scripture is talking about marriage. So wives submit, not girlfriends submit, and submission is what you need to enter marriage. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wives submit, girlfriends, they stay above the law. Where are you going? Come. Hey, you don't want Judge Benny's comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so she's not submitting right now.
All right. Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
That's
Don't
true.
mind me.
Well,
Don't mind me.
Okay, so I support what Judge Linda has said. I think that you conflate, as you say, the Bible says submit. But the Bible also says submit one to another, you see. And again, this is in the context of marriage. So, and I think if I'm going to take away anything tonight, I'm going to take away what Auntie Linda has said, that this is in the context of marriage. It's not necessarily what you do prior to the marriage itself, but when you're in it already. So that's that. But altogether, a satisfactory effort, I think.
All right, thank you very much. Tewa, put your hands together for him. Tewa is the name, T-E-W-A. She represents the Central Region, and you can always text her name to 1413. That's the magic number, and to keep her in the competition. Now, over the past weeks, you've been monitoring TV3, and you've been observing all the tidbits from Ghana's Most Beautiful. We're grinding to a halt shortly, and the 9th of December, we will be converging at the National Theatre for the grand finale. Who would you want to see there? You know the name, so keep texting that name so you get to see and witness who's going to be there. But all the tidbits are happening at the National Theatre. And guess what? The man who's got all the details, I see him in the studio, along with his indefatigable cameraman, Patrick Alabi. Put your hands together for Ghana's hardest working art and entertainment reporter, conceptual right there. We'll take a break. When we return, there's more here on GMB 2018. All right, welcome back and thank you. That's the excitement you get here when you join us here at TV3 Studio B. This is Ghana's Most Beautiful 2018. This is the life indeed. Only 2 shows left and we're on to the grand finale. But thank you, most importantly, to Heaven Black Mosquito Coil and Insecticide Spray. Stop Malaria, Ekum and Tuntum team. They are worthy partners in this enterprise. Ideal Milk, Ghana's favorite milk, your creamy, nutritious breakfast partner. Feco Spray Star, the best is here, and Feco Spray Star says it gives your clothes that sharp look and crispy, refreshing look and leaves you feeling fresh with a scent that's pleasing all day. Feco Spray Star says, look sharp. Bond Savings and Loans PLC, Ghana's favorite, the CIMG Savings and Loans Company of the Year for the second time, and they also have the best outdoor advert for the year. Camel Antiseptic cleans, cares, and protects for healthy skin. And they're telling you to pack your bags because the Camel Buy and Fly promo is big. I'll tell you about that because you and your lucky partner will get a fully paid trip to and from Dubai, courtesy the Camel Buy and Fly promo. Casapreco Carnival Strawberry, the pleasure is yours. And Napa mackerels and sardines, a year the suku. GTP is still timeless, and what I'm wearing by Grandpa at Danceman Runabout 020-985-5696 is made with GTP. All our judges, all our contestants are wearing GTP, and you can always get a piece or two to sew something nice for someone special. Vitamilk, a meal on its own. Onga tablet and seasoning, Mama's helping hand. Ghana Tourism Authority, hashtag See Ghana, Eat Ghana, Wear Ghana, Feel Ghana. Adonko bitters made with natural herbs. Nescover Blood Tonic, the blood booster from Ernest Chemist. Awake purified mineral water, one for life. Let's go on now to a very final contestant for tonight, and then we'll come back with the eviction and all. But Ohima is from the Bonahafa region. She is a relationship expert, a counselor on television, answering a question from a listener. She's been clothed by Millie K Garments, Davis Palace, Beyond Creations. Put your hands together and let's welcome Ohima from the Bonahafo region.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers at home. Welcome. This is TV3 live from Adisa Kanda. And tonight, we have the Real Talk Show, which is the only television relationship talk show that gives answers. My name is MC Bobby, and I will be your host. And as always, we have a very special guest that comes in as an expert to advise people that have problems and issues that we discuss. And tonight, I have with me a very beautiful woman. Her name is Ohima from the Bonahafo region. Ohima is an expert. She's also a counselor, relationship and marriage counselor, she'll be precise. And she has years of experience. You look pretty. Welcome to my studio, honey.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure you've had a wonderful night so far.
Yes.
Good to know. Are you ready for some questions?
Yes, please. Bring it on.
I should bring it on.
Yeah.
I like that. That's exactly what I do here. I'm going to share with you what a viewer sent us. Okay. And then you give us your advice.
Okay.
Here we go. Dear Real Talk, I have two guys who are desperate to settle with me. Atakojo is wealthy, but not educated. Richmond, on the other hand, is caring, loving, and romantic, but not good looking. I like them both, Bobby. I'm confused. Please advise me if you can tonight. So this is what she sent in. Ohima, you are an expert. What would you tell this viewer of mine?
Bobby, do you know that this is a very important issue that we need to address in our society?
Oh, I see.
It is important because it is these same kind of decisions, if and when not taken right, leads our younger people into wrong marriages, which they later tend to fall out quickly, causing high rates of divorce in our country. And then just last year, before I joined Ghana's Most Beautiful, the rate of divorce in Ghana statistically annually is over 4,000, which isn't even the worst part. The worst part is the rate of occurrence is exponential. This is sad, Bobby. But tonight, thanks for inviting me here. As a counselor, I would like to use this as an opportunity to send a message of advice to the youth out there that before you make these keen decisions, please be mindful. Let's take the powerful quote of this great philosopher and poet, Robert Louis Stevenson. He says, and I quote, that sooner or later, we all will sit down to the banquet of consequences. And the decisions we make today, we'll have to pay for it tomorrow. So please, be smart in your decision making. Bobby, back to the question.
Okay.
You said that Atakojo is what? Wealthy,
yeah,
but not educated. I think I would like to take it one after the other.
No problem.
Okay, so with Atakojo, I would like to understand that the descriptions that this lady gave with the men are the weaknesses and strengths that she identified in both of them. If so, as a counselor, I'd also want to know what her own strengths and weaknesses are as a person. I always tell my clients that you should know and understand who you are first. And then you know the kind of choices you make that will complement your own personality.
I see.
You get it?
I
know as an individual that I am faithful, I'm passionate, and then most of all, I'm helpful. That is what the Bible says every woman should do. In the book of Genesis chapter 2, verse 18, the Bible said that when God saw that man was alone, he said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will therefore make him a helper whom he will be comparable to. And ladies and gentlemen, this helper turned out to be we women. If women understood that our primary motive on this earth is to be helpful, then we'd have made great choices. Now, Atakojo is wealthy but not educated.
Not educated. The other brother is romantic, but he doesn't look good.
Atakojo is wealthy but not educated. How does the girl help him? You know, at least I think he was smart enough and intelligent enough to get some money to make some wealth. But then, considering you as a life partner that he wants to choose, then how do you help him grow? Initially, you have to help him manage, grow, and then expand his empire or his wealth. How do you help him do that? let's start with this. I'd want you, as a woman, to know the source of the wealth. It is very important. I know.
I know.
So you know the wealth of this, the source of this wealth. If it's genuine, then you can go ahead to help him. Now, in helping him, how do you do this? You inspire him. You encourage him. You come down to his level. I mean, you're educated. He isn't. I assume the lady is educated.
Basically.
You come down to his level, explain to him, and teach him, educate him gradually. And who knows, maybe he'll pick inspiration from you to want to pursue higher education or formal education one day. And that is the value we are looking for in women. I mean, there are a lot of wealthy but uneducated men in Ghana who are contributing very well to the society through infrastructure development and then youth employment. This thing comes to play. A forensic psychiatric practice lecture by Dr. Humberto Lucero in Argentina. He made a statement that perfectly comes to play in this scenario. He said that you only have to complement each other. Education exalts the spirit, whilst wealth calms the nerves. So it's a two-way thing here. Small growth. You get it. You bring what you have, and I bring what you have, and then we grow together.
So does that mean we should simply go for the wealthy man but not educated?
You know, for the other man, the caring and romantic but not good-looking man, what is care? How does he care here? Is it that the little that he has, he's willing to share, or that the time and attention he gives to you that, you need to ask yourself, you know, as a counselor, I keep telling my people that you need to be realistic and practical in your decision making.
I see.
This is because if you fall out of fantasy world, you come to reality, and the reality sets in. How long can he be caring to you? Is it till he gets a new job that will keep him busy, that he won't give you the time attention he gives you? Or is it that so when you guys get into a serious fight and then you are all angry at each other? Let's be realistic here. And about being romantic, Bobby, if this lady is picking romance as a measure to qualify somebody as a future husband, okay, let me say, if she's choosing a source of intimacy as a measure instead of the value to pursue an ideal cause, then I will tell her that she has failed totally. She has failed initially. Because the Bible says in the book of Psalm chapter 11 verse 3 that if the beginning or if the start is corrupt, what then can prayers do? You know, we have women in churches praying, hey, my husband has changed, and then I keep telling them that it is because they started on a corrupt ground. And then at this level, prayers cannot do anything, Bobby. So please, romance is not, being romantic is not a basic or yardstick to choose a life partner. This is somebody you will spend the rest of your life with.
It makes sense.
Let's be realistic and practical here. You get it? You owe your father, ladies, you owe your father, your children, the best daddy in the world. Please take note.
I see. I don't know. Maybe the viewer has had her question answered. I pray so.
I think I left the good-looking or whatever out.
Yeah, the good-looking part.
My dear, this is something neither you nor I can change. We can't make him look good. We can't take him through a surgery or anything. But I want you to ask yourself this question. Is this something that you want to live for the rest of your life with? You're going to have children with this person. If it's not good looking to you, I mean...
It will be the beauty and the beast situation, don't worry.
Okay, but then consider this. If this is the kind of person you want to spend the rest of your life with, it's your call.
So, I mean, it looks like the onus lies on the viewer.
Yeah.
I think you have said enough, and I will thank you for your time. Ohima from the Bono Half region, thank you so much. My guest for the night, right here on Real Talk, on TV3, First in News, Best in Entertainment. The show is proudly brought to us by Enapa Macro. Ede Soko Soko. My name is MC Bobby. See you next week.
Great. And MC Bobby is live on your radio on 3FM 92.7, Monday to Friday from 4 p.m. all the way till 8 p.m. And you can always tune into the Easy Stream show. MC Bobby, thank you. A round of applause for Ohima. Let's hear from you, Judge Linda.
Hello, Hima. I enjoyed your presentations very much. All the points you raised were good. I think they were really on point. You said every important thing that every young woman needs to hear before they enter marriage. In fact, you said things that even women in marriage will be good for all of us. You did good. I think you make a good counselor. You can consider that.
Okay. Counselor. Judge Benny, let's hear from you.
Yes, welcome back, Ohima. It's always a pleasure to see you. I support what Judge Linda said. I think you did a good job. The person that asked the question, I think you left in limbo. You didn't prescribe any course of action. You just said, maybe I should ask you, what exactly are you saying to this person?
I'm saying that it's her call to choose amongst them. But then I want her to be practical and realistic in selecting the kind of man she wants to spend the rest of her life with. Because if you fall out of fantasy and you come to reality, care and being romantic is not a yardstick to choose someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. But as a counselor, I can't choose for her. I'll leave the decision to her to make.
Okay, so that's your answer to her? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. That is an answer. It may not be what she's looking for, but it is an answer you've given her. Just a quick note. You suggested that perhaps if she settled for this person that was uneducated, then they could help them, as if they had some sort of a disability, to be helped out of. I'm in education, so I need to clarify this. There is informal education as well. Education is not totally formal. And marriage, you would be shocked, thrives quite a lot on just the simple things. You don't need a PhD to be. In fact, the more educated, there is evidence that, a lot of marriages end as a result of ego and conflict that comes with, the higher up you go. So it's not the yardstick to measure that the more educated you are, the better it will be. If you are able to just do the simple things, sometimes it works magic.
You mean too much eye-opening Sansan going down? Okay.
No, I'm thinking you answered that question that way because obviously it's a bother. She finds that an issue. So because the man is not educated, she's not sure whether she wants to marry. I think that's why she's saying that you can help your spouse educate themselves. Yes, it could be informal, it could be formal. You can help them, encourage them, help them with coursework and so forth and so on. Men do same. So why not the other way around? You understand? So I'm right, am I? Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Ohima. Thank you as well. And you can always make sure she's up there. I told you tonight, one of them will say bye-bye to us as we get ready for the grand finale on the 9th of December at the National Theatre. Let me say good evening to you, the Honorable Jifa Gomashi, a former Deputy Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. Good evening to you, and one of my many mothers as well. We'll take a break. When we return, we get to see who our highest textiles, who our star performers, most eloquent, but shockingly and heartbreakingly, we'll get to see who is going home tonight after the break. And we're back. It feels good to be back, but when we're gonna break hearts, I don't know how it feels. Let's go into the house now. Am I standing by with the ladies? 5 of them. Who goes home? I don't know. Amma, take it over.
All right, Johnny. The die has been cast. The judges will very soon make their choice, and the audience, the fans, will also ensure that their voices will be heard based on their 70% of votes. Who goes home to watch the rest of the show on TV, and who makes it to the grand finale? The die has been cast. Johnny, it's all a tensed atmosphere in here. I am tensed. I'm so nervous, it's not even funny. Because, we've grown to love all these ladies. They're all beautiful in their own different ways, very unique, talented. But unfortunately, one has to evict the show. Last days, they say, are very dangerous and painful. Johnny, should I send them through to you now? or should I hold on a bit?
Well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Hold on to them a bit. Let's take a breather, cooler. I'm bringing you a fine gentleman who is gifted and talented, a black brother who knows his game. He's got all the rhymes in the belly of his tummy, and if you give him a bit, he's going to spit all over it. Put your hands together. Make some noise. Welcome, Richie Rice.
C'est Goti. C'est Goti. 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 Hey. Hey. Tio. Minim baba minim yame. Wano katenti make I want it. Se wo shobra na se ani babu wabem. Na so pem koko so shebe wo usim ye. Se na opia ma shiase. Na so me tintim se banche. Cause the time it change something and dia o kana metie. Many has so afidia me ye bia me ye ni ye. Se na opia ma shiase na. So me tintim se banche. Cause the time it change something and dia o kana metie. Many has so afidia me ye bia me ye ni ye. Yantwe da na me sadamano. Yanto da na me sadamano. Mintio da na me sadamano. Cause I don't trust no man and jam me for me trust man. Nah, nah, me sadamano. What's your say? DJ. You just so tune from one. Where they have it like a soldier. I'm always getting paper, thought I told ya. Air of money into every blow. Tuck up from my face. Poof, poof, sweat. Wano, yabe. No be my face, wano, yabe. My face, no be my face, wano, yabe. No be my face, wano, yabe. Charlie, show for my door now. Mon sorry, answer. I tried it. 1, 2, 3. When we step in at the scene, everything jolo. Everything jolo. When you come in at the yard party, jolo. In the fashion tea, them start follow. Them start follow. You only live once, everything jolo. Everything jolo. Now me everything jet. Me everything jet. Me everything jet. We praise in the morning, yo. We bring in the artists, yo. We turn up the party all night long. So the girl stop playing with my ding down the caliber. Of blessing the hit is a backstabber. When he see you popping with a Range Rover, the party to look Amsterdam. As I enter the party, there no way turn up. Gazo, make you never drink them mess up. See the way they got the wrong camera, but she turn up. She fall up, we an open and she knows to shut up. Party move, the gangster rule. Popping bottles in the middle of saucy boots. With my soldier troops, and no juku too. So soft when it's making. When it's jumping at the scene, everything jolo. Everything jolo. When we come in at the yard party, jolo. Party jolo. It's a fashion team, them start follow. Them start follow. You only live once, everything YOLO. Everything YOLO. Now me everything jet. Me everything jet. Me everything jet. Me everything jet. DJ, Monka said Goti.
Okay.
Goti. Bad
Richie
man
Rimes.
Sunday.
He says he is the king of the youth.
The king of the youth.
Who made you king?
My fans made me king.
Sure. King of the youth.
King of the
I
youth.
see. Put your hands together for Richie Rimes.
Say so to him.
Is he your king? Oh boy, is your king. Anyway, let's present some honors now to our ladies. 5 of them have graced the stage. And we'll find out what most eloquent queen for tonight is. And the star performers. Well, let's throw it now to the judges. Judge Linda and Judge Benny. The task is now yours. Most eloquent star performer. Let's start from most eloquent. And the winner of this prize gets sponsored products from Onga. It's actually a full hamper. And I think it's Gonna be lovely. Okay. Most eloquent.
For the most eloquent, we have decided on Ohima.
Ohima is most eloquent for tonight. Let's welcome the Honorable Dr. Nana Chum Ajiman to make this presentation and bring on Ohima to pick her award. The Honorable Dr. Nana Chum Ajiman will join us here to present the award. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ohima, congratulations to you. You are most eloquent on the last eviction day. What's on your mind?
I'm feeling favored. Thank you.
She says she feels favored. Nana, please present the prize to her. Great. There you have it. A hamper from Onga Tablet and Seasoning. Mama's helping hand. She also gets a rice cooker. Ketsi Onga. Put your hands together for him. Thank you, Nana. Nana, one more, please. Don't go yet. One more. Star performer, judges.
Unfortunately, we don't have a star performer.
Nana, get closer to me.
We don't have a star performer for tonight. Nobody stood out for us.
You don't have a star performer?
No, we don't.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. Nana said no.
Such a nice performance, and you couldn't get one person to be a star.
The thing is,
Nana, I like the first when you say, my God.
That's right.
But Nana, that's the judge's decision. Thank you very much. Nana, your kente is resplendent. I love it. I love it. I'll come to Jumapo, then when I leave there, I'll go to Sushen. Yeah. So, thank you very much. We'll take a break now. When we return, the ladies will join us. Maya Bonibeng. Maya Bonibeng. We'll take a break now. When we return, we will find out who is going home. All right, let's take a break now. We'll return shortly with the results. Are you ready? You don't sound ready. Are you ready? Okay, a bit of news for you. Due to the demise of Damana Hafiz Mohammed, the Lion King of Tamale, my very good friend, the Dakwema Palace out there have said that they have postponed their Damba festival until they find it fit to celebrate. So know that the Dakwema Palace in Tamale will not celebrate the Damba festival as it is because of the demise of my very, very good friend, a staunch supporter of the GMB brand. May he continue to rest in peace. Okay, bring on the ladies now. Put your hands together for them. Let's see. I don't know how it feels to have come all this while, all this way, and to be going home. More like seeing Canaan, the promised land, and not stepping foot there. Okay. My soldiers are here. Ohima, Afra, Wekia, Abena, and Tewa. For the last time, perhaps you would want to give yourselves a hug and a peck. Let's do the hugs. Let's do the hugs, yes. Oh. Okay, sister. Hug. No, go around. It's your... go around. Go around. Okay. You said earlier that you feel favored. Do you still feel favored at this point?
Yes, please. Yes, of course.
Are you going home?
No, please.
Don't beg me. Beg the judges. And your viewers, they voted. You don't want to go home?
No, I don't.
You want the car?
Yes, and the crown.
Afra, Ashanti region's best for this year. What's the mood like?
Johnny, it's not easy, oh. This feeling, you know. But I know that the special grace of God is going to lift me from eviction tonight.
So your friends, they are atheists.
Johnny, please, I can't.
Okay. Abna, what's up? What's up?
Not cool.
She says she's not cool. The most confident ever, energetic, is not cool today. I lie. Let's do the last two.
Tewa, is eviction your master as well?
Yes, it is.
Trust eviction to show you flames. Wekia, you've been amazing so far. Are you confident enough now at this moment? Last days they say are dangerous.
I'm not. I'm a bit nervous, but my God has been doing it for me from day one, and I know He'll do it for me again.
All right.
So which one of them doesn't have a God? Because I'm wondering. Anyway, let's go on to the judges. Who's going home, by the way? Let me test your pulse. Who's going home? Is it Ohema? Is it Afra? Is it Abna? Is it Wekia? How about Tewa? Okay. The judges, I'm sure, know who's going home. Who will be the bearer of bad news, Judge Linda or Judge Benny? Okay, Judge Linda has the microphone. Let's hear it.
This man here is obviously not a typical Ghanaian man. It's you twa. It's a Bema. You handed the microphone over to me.
This is Men's Day.
It's Men's Day.
I'm sure if they were exam scripts, we would have marked them.
You see?
Yeah.
Anyway, I wish we could take all of you, to be honest. We have come to like all of you, and you have proven yourselves very well.
So decide.
My producer will kill me. So I would really want to congratulate all of you. You really have done well, and you should be proud of yourself. Very much. I really mean that. Congratulations. So the four who are going with us to the finals are, not in any particular order. Wekia. Congratulations, Wekia.
Wekia is going to the final. And usually, at the conference center of the National Theatre, this is how they kneel down when they get there. Okay, Wekia, please go backstage for us. Thank you very much. Wekia is going on to the final. Get closer. Okay. Wekia is saved. Who next? Judge Linda?
Ohima is going.
Ohima is going to the final. She's being favored. Wekia says God did it for her since day one, and she's done it. Ohima is favored. Who next?
Abna is going.
Okay, Obia won the master. Abna, congratulations. All right, slow down. And let me also inform you that every evictee on this very show gets 5,000 Ghana cedis, courtesy Heaven Black mosquito coils and insecticide sprays. And they also get 10,000 exercise books to distribute across their regions of origin. Will it be the central region or will it be the Ashanti region? Judge Linda has the final say.
Just so you know, at this stage, we couldn't decide who. So we based our decision purely and solely on your votes. So Ashanti region is going to the finals.
Ashanti region is going to the finals. And it is there. Oh, no, I thought you had Hug your sister. Let's take a hug. Let's take a hug. Let's take a hug. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you. Tawa, you fought so well. Congratulations to you. I have been monitoring your performances. You told me that you have a very spectacular performance lined up for the final. What's going to happen to it?
As in, what's going to happen to
Your project that you are earmarked for the final, what's going to happen to it from this point?
Yes, I'm going to take it out from there because by God's grace, I've been able to put myself out there to the public, and so I believe that I'll have funds. Yes, I'm going to work on how to help preterm babies survive, so provide them with incubators and also tackle the grassroots of it. A lot of mothers need to, we need to educate them on how best they have to attend antenatal in order to keep themselves, not to result in preterm delivery and all of that.
Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in life. Let's invite the Honorable Yadon Boache, MP for Techiman South, to make this presentation. A beautiful hamper from Heaven Black mosquito coils and insecticide sprays. Tawa also gets 5,000 Ghana cedis cash to do public good, and also she gets 10,000 pieces of exercise books to distribute across. Ladies, I'm sure you can bid your friend farewell. And on behalf of the rest of the team, APL, my name is Johnny Hughes.
And my name is Nana Mejewa.
We'll see you next week. Be good.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Cause I love you. If you know one stay, make you leave me. Don't pretend that you need me. If you know want me, make you free me. Don't say you wanna see me. If you know one stay, make you leave me. Don't pretend that you need me. If you know want me, make you free me. Don't say you wanna see me. I don't know what I did so wrong to you, boy. I don't know how far that I can take this, boy. You should know that I gave you all my heart, you know it's true. Why you do me, basa basa, yeah.